we're going to look at multiplying binomials, and the goal for this is to be able to do most of this in our head, okay? Binomial, remember, means two terms. So 1, 2. This is a binomial. 1, 2. This is a binomial. This is exactly what we've been doing with any polynomials, but I want you to see something that will allow you to do, like I said, most of it in your head. So we're going to distribute just like we've been doing. 3x times 4x is 12x squared. 3x times negative 5 is negative 15x. Then we're going to distribute the 1. 1 times the 4x is 4x. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. Notice these two middle terms are like terms. So when we simplify this, we get 12x squared minus 11x minus 5. Notice that the product of two binomials became a trinomial, 1, 2, 3. And the two middle terms, the two middle terms were like terms, so they were able to be combined. Two binomials, 2a plus 3 times a plus 4. We're going to distribute. 2a times a is 2a squared. 2a times 4 is 8a. 3 times a is 3a. 3 times 4 is 12. Notice again, the two middle terms are like terms, so I get 2a squared plus 11a plus 12. So the product of these two binomials became a trinomial. Here's the goal. The goal is to not have to write this down. The goal is to be able to say 2a times a is 2a squared. Then I've got 8a plus 3a gives me 11a, and 3 times 4 is 12. The goal is to be able to go from here to here and not have to write this step. Let's look at it again. 4a times 3a, 12a squared. 4a times negative 1, negative 4a. Negative 1 times 3a, negative 3a, and negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. Again, these two middle terms are like terms, so I end up with 12a squared minus 7a plus 1. To do this mentally, you would say 4a times 3a, 12a squared. Then you would mentally go negative 4a minus 3a gives me the negative 7a, and negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. It works just the same if both your terms have variables, as long as the two binomials are the same type. Like here I've got an x and a y and an x and a y. On those others I had a variable and a number, a variable and a number. As long as the two binomials are the same style, this will work. So I'm going to write the middle step, but if and when you can start doing it mentally, you can leave that middle step out. 2x times 3x, 6x squared. 2x times negative 2y is going to be negative 4xy. Y times 3x is going to be 3xy. Notice those are like terms. I wrote them in the same order just so it would be easy to recognize. And y times negative 2y, negative 2y squared. Look at your like terms in the middle. So I end up with 6x squared minus xy minus 2y squared. If I had done this mentally, 2x times 3x, 6x squared. Then I look at these outside terms, negative 4xy plus 3xy gives me the negative 1xy. Y times negative 2y is negative 2y squared. It is okay to write this middle part out, but when you can begin to skip it.